Hello and welcome to the post-Thanksgiving episode of the GMC Gridiron Roundup podcast. As always, I'm your host, Dalton Van Pelt. Scotch on the sidelines. With me, I have the commissioner,
Yep,
Stewart.
I am here. It's been a long week for a number of reasons. And the worst one is my drubbing of a matchup, if you want to call it that.
Not great.
Not very good.
We'll start there.
You want to start there?
Oh, no, we don't have to start there.
No, let's not.
That phrase, we'll start with that phrase. It was a drubbing, not good, to say the least.
Agreed.
IRL football.
Yeah,
Hope everyone's Thanksgiving was good. I was at work. I was doing a training for most of the day, so I really didn't get to have the ideal work sports watching day. But I did get a little bit in.
Nice. I was able to squeeze in some games throughout the day. We hosted Thanksgiving for both our sides of our family, for Sarah and I.
Wow.
So we had 16 people at our house as the first holiday we hosted. We were in charge of all the food. I mean, some people brought some stuff, but I smoked 2 turkeys.
Wow.
About 20 pounds worth of turkey, had a 14-pound turkey and another 7 pound bone-in breast, a couple casseroles, veggies. Yeah, it was a lot. It was probably not tooting my own horn, but that turkey was probably the best turkey I've ever had.
Good.
It was smoked probably about 6 hours, or it probably took about 6 hours total, but it sat in a brine for over 24 hours, and it was tasty, to say the least.
That's what you're looking for.
Yeah. There was a small oven fire the night before, but that's how things go. But
the Lions.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. Yeah, I was able to sprinkle in a little bit of football during all the cooking and stuff. But pretty lackluster Thanksgiving Day matchups. I know 2 of the games were close, but it was just gross football, to say the least.
The Lions found a way to lose once again. However, they did cover, which we talked about on the last episode.
Yes. That game, DeAndre Swift goes out early, plays, I think the first couple, 2 drives, I believe, before he got banged up with a shoulder injury. He left the game, did not return. He's listed day to day right now. We'll have to wait and see if he bounces back next week. Otherwise, Jamal Williams got most of the work. Josh Reynolds sighting. Josh Reynolds is the leading Lions receiver after being waived by the Titans. Man, don't the Titans wish they had Josh Reynolds now? And that was about it for the Lions. Jamal Williams and Josh Reynolds. Jared Goff did play, but that didn't really matter. The Bears, on the other hand, Darnell Mooney is becoming a shiny, bright new star for the Bears. Justin Fields out. Andy Red Rocket Dalton was in. So
Allen Robinson was obviously hurt in this one. Otherwise, he probably would have seen a little bit of work.
The random tight end, Cole Kmet, I believe, had his best game ever.
Jimmy Graham comes in for the touchdown. He's still alive.
He is still alive. Believe it or not, he is still alive. I don't think he finished as a tight end 1, because I'm pretty sure he caught 1 catch for 5 yards and a touchdown. But that was
2
about
for
it.
34 and a touchdown.
He might be a tight end 1. Who knows this week?
That's 11.4.
That might squeak his way into the tight end 1 conversation this week.
Another tight end 1 on the other side. TJ Hawkinson does get in the end zone. He ends up with 12.5. Also, probably a tight end 1.
Yeah.
I don't know. There were a lot of.
There was quite a bit of
this week.
Yeah. There was quite a bit of tight end play this week. Not like anybody could have guessed him, but still.
No. Let's see. TJ Hawkinson was the number 8 tight end.
Yeah.
If I'm counting this right. No. Yes. Jimmy Graham was the number 10 tight end.
Oh my gosh, it's so
Cole
gross.
Komet. We had three of the 12 tight ends in this game. Cole
And nobody,
Komet was number 6.
yeah, that's gross. Very disgusting.
Brevin Jordan was tight end 11.
Yeah, the Houston Texans.
Why does he sound like he plays basketball?
I don't know. He sounds like it, but he played at University of Miami, the U.
Oh, that's why I know him. He
Yeah.
actually was pretty decent for them. He was
Yeah,
like
very
the best
very
player.
good in college. Yeah, very good player in college. But that moves the Lions to 0-10-1 and the Bears to 4-7, both worthless at this point.
Yep. The Bears can still win a game, and so can the Lions because we are in the NFL.
Exactly.
Overtime match. Raiders beat the Cowboys. When I got off work, I really did not believe that the Cowboys were even still in it. So much to my surprise, when I showed up at my girlfriend's parents' house, they actually still had a shot, which was shocking.
Yeah, it was the kicker show for quite a bit. Greg Zuerlein and Daniel Carlson. Big days.
Back and forth.
Back and forth. Got a special teams touchdown by Tony Pollard, a Marcus Mariota rushing touchdown, a backup tight end, Sean McKeon. So, yeah, a Deshaun Jackson sighting. Back and forth. It wasn't all game long. The Cowboys did make a comeback to get it to overtime. But the big story of the day was obviously no Amari Cooper, no CeeDee Lamb. So Dallas is playing with Michael Gallup and Ced Wilson as their 1 and 2, and Schultz. Yep.
Who actually ends up being a tight end 1 as well.
Yep. He'd probably be the
crazy play in the game.
Yeah. I must be slightly behind. I'm at second.
The Gecko's not doing great.
I'm at 2nd and 9, 4:50 to go.
Think it's that play.
Oh, big hit. Oh, nice. Jamal Adams.
Tip drill.
Mm-hmm. Well, otherwise, that was pretty entertaining game. It did go to overtime. So that was fun, but Zeke gets a touchdown. Tony Pollard, that kickoff return was great.
That was awesome.
Oh, hit that mute button quick.
Good job.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was a pretty eventful game. I need to go back and watch the highlights of how it ended, but I'm guessing it was just kick, touchdown.
Yes.
Punt, kick.
Dalton Schultz did catch a second touchdown, but it was overturned. And
that's the difference, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. And that ended up being a field goal, I believe, but yeah, he did get one called back. And then such a boring game. Buffalo and the Saints. Oh my gosh, it was disgusting.
It was good for the first little while because, well, once Stephon Diggs got that touchdown, everyone knew it was over, and so it was boring from there on out.
Dawson Knox, 2 tutties.
Yep.
A Nick Van Nett touchdown. Matt Breida. He is slowly becoming
that job.
I think he is. I think he's the number 1 back. Matt Breida, I believe, had the most snaps and touches. And Zach Moss was a healthy scratch. Did he not get the snap count?
He did not get the touches.
The touches.
He had all of the important touches.
Yeah, and there was some garbage time as well. But
needless to say, Taysom Hill is taking first team snaps this week in practice.
He is.
Tony Jones did absolutely nothing with Mark Ingram being ruled out at the last minute.
There's Ty Montgomery in that case.
Oh yeah, that's right. 6 for 14, 5 catches for 31 yards. Number 88.
Yeah, so Ty Montgomery was the fantasy play in daily fantasy, not Tony Jones Jr., but that's all right. Josh Allen, the turkey gobbler.
Yep.
Josh Allen is the Turkey Gobbler, the first QB of the Turkey Gobbler award. Very low scoring Thanksgiving for a quarterback to have the award. I think the lowest one, I believe, was Kenny Galladay a few years ago. Let me pull it up. I do have the Turkey Gobbler. Let's see if Dalton's got some good memories from Thanksgiving Day. If he can.
Did we bet on the Gobbler last year, I believe?
Yes, and neither of us got it. I was close. I had Will Fuller, but then
damn you, Tyler Lockett.
Did he just catch a tutty?
No, but he caught a very long pass.
Let's see here. Let me go back to the Turkey Gobbler. Last year, let's see here. So Josh Allen was the Gobbler this year, 26.7. Do you remember who it was last year? He's playing tonight.
Gibson? Yeah, against
Gibson.
the Cowboys.
Yep. And then the previous year was Kenny Galladay, 25.8. That is the lowest Turkey Gobbler. That's even lower than the standard scoring days.
It was Amari Cooper one year.
Amari Cooper was Raiders, the year before. That is the overall Turkey Gobbler. That is 38 points.
Was he still a Raider?
I believe that's 2018. So I believe it might have been.
That's right.
It might have been his first year with the Cowboys, like after the deadline. 2017, 34.2 was Keenan Allen. 2016 was Antonio Brown, 32.1. And in the 2 years of standard scoring, Calvin frickin' Johnson, both years, 26.6 and 27.3. So those are more than Kenny Galladay in PPR.
You were right. Your memory serves you right. It was right after the deadline.
It was a showing out
back-to-back fumbles by the Seahawks, and the Redskins get it back. I mean, the Washington football team.
That's almost that makes it explicit, right?
Yeah.
But Josh Allen, Turkey Gobbler award for Monsters and Freight Train and Luke, but he had 3 of the top 6 scoring players on Thanksgiving, so including a kicker by any means. So it was a great start of the week for him.
Bengals shellac the Steelers. The Steelers still put up more points than Zach. Less points than Zach, but not by very much. Joe Burrow with the rushing touchdown. He really was not super involved because it was a Joe Mixon day and a T. Higgins day.
Yeah, T. Higgins finally bounced back, caught the touchdown. But it was Joe Mixon day. They just gashed Pittsburgh. Ben throws a couple awful interceptions, including one pick six. They just got handled. It was an ass kicking, that's for sure. Pittsburgh 5-5-1. Nice. Yep, sorry. Logan Thomas.
He looks pretty nice coming off of IR.
Pat Freiermuth. He might be the rookie tight end that we all should have been looking at, and not Kyle Pitts.
4 for 40 and a tutty.
4 for 4 and a tutty.
Yeah, obviously Kelsey was out this week, so with a bye, he was not eligible for the top 12 tight end designation.
But yeah, it was a big Joe Mixon game, that's for sure. That's all
Deontay Johnson,
the king of, he gets targets in close games and in blowouts. He had,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he 9 for 95. He's gonna get that. He's gonna give you 15 points every week with the chance to blow up for 30. Yeah, let's move on. Pittsburgh's bad. When do you think Pittsburgh will start a different quarterback this year, barring injury?
No.
Or do they just ride it out?
They're going to ride it out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what just happened in the Washington-Seattle game, but Antonio Gibson got another touch, and he ended up with the first down. But moving on, a good game. Bucks beat the Colts. The Bucks looked like they were going to be down, or they were down for most of this game.
They were.
And then they rally back off of the back of Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, Lenny 44 points. Big day. Jonathan Taylor still has a solid day. Doesn't get to that 100-yard scrimmage day and a touchdown. Ends that streak. I believe he got to 97 rushing yards.
83.
Oh, it's 100 scrimmage yards. My bad. I think he finished at 97.
Yeah, 97 scrimmage.
Yep. That ended his tie with LaDainian Tomlinson. I believe 8 straight games with 100 scrimmage yards and a touchdown. So that ends that streak.
That's crazy.
Ronald Jones steals the 5th touchdown from Leonard Fournette. Could have had a Jonathan Taylor 50-point spot, but nope, they let Ronald Jones get in on the fun, and good for Bruce Arians. Let everybody play. But the Bucks make a comeback. Big turnovers. That one interception from Antoine Winfield Jr. over Michael Pittman was sick. Antoine Winfield Jr. is 5'9" and Pittman 6'4", and he just out jumped him. Yeah, you'll have to go check it out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Jack Doyle is tight end 1 for the week. Fun fact.
Yeah, Jack Doyle, man. That's a name you can always.
Jack Doyle.
Breaking news: Dalvin Cook is expected to miss at least the next 2 games. Shoulder.
Weird one. I guess the Chargers just don't know if they want to make the playoffs or not.
Yeah, Denver ran the piss out of it. Yeah,
that's their winning formula.
They're
following the Browns mold.
And can you believe it? If the Broncos beat the hear me out. If the Broncos beat the Chiefs next week, the Broncos are in first place. That is just sick to say. Absolutely sickening.
I don't want anything to do with that even for 1 week.
No, like I think that the Chiefs should come out and pound them. I believe it's at Arrowhead, coming off a bye. Like they should pound them. And the Chiefs are hot anyway. But needless to say, this game, it was a Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon game. On the Charger side, Eckler and Keenan Allen, only 2 players worth the darn in this, but the donkeys.
The darn donkeys.
The darn donkeys. They handled the time of possession and just kind of ran it down their throat. Drew Lock did come in, almost gave away the game. Then they put Teddy Bridgewater back in, even though he's hurt, because Drew Lock was about to let the game get out of hand,
as he usually does.
Yeah, he'll be cut next year. He'll be gone.
All right, the pretty good game. I mean, just because the Rams almost came back, but
yeah, not as close as it was.
The Rams.
Yeah,
the Packers actually were the underdog in this game. I did finally win a bet. Betting on them finally.
Nice.
Only took a million years.
Packers. AJ Dillon got the bulk of the work. Aaron Jones was active, but he only received about half the touches AJ Dillon did.
He had some red zone touches.
But Aaron Jones AJ Dillon had 25 touches, including a receiving touchdown for a nice day. Odell Beckham sighting.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah,
out of nowhere.
And Van Jefferson. Great game for Van Jefferson.
Weren't they both on your bench?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I picked up Van Jefferson after the morning games. I was thinking about playing Beckham. And we'll get to my lineup later. I don't. Van Jefferson, Cooper Kupp almost threw a touchdown. Did you see that? It was a jet sweep. I believe he got the handoff or a pitch from Stafford, rolls out right, looking to run it, but actually stops, plants, and makes a throw to Van Jefferson. Van Jefferson just didn't get his foot down. He was just kind of pushing towards the sideline, but he got 1 foot in, and the second one came out down out of bounds. So Cooper Kupp almost had a touchdown catch. That would go very nicely for you right now. But they did call it a touchdown on the field, but it was overturned.
Moving on, Jets take out the Texans. I I was trying to call the Texans my lock of the week, and for a while, it was looking really good. And
Zach Wilson got his first career win. Zach Wilson.
He had a rushing touchdown.
He did.
At one point, I'm pretty sure he injured his knee again, so I really didn't think he was going to actually finish this game out.
Who's the Jets' third win? I only beat the Texans and the Titans. I didn't know they won a third.
Dolphins? No. Chargers?
Oh, now I gotta find out. I thought they had only won 2 games.
Let's see who can find this. They beat the Bengals.
Oh my god, they beat the Bengals and the Titans, 2 of the best teams.
Week 8 AFC. Yep.
Wow,
the NFL doesn't mean it. The NFL is weird.
Yeah. Brandon Cooks catches a 40-yard touchdown pass and does nothing else the rest of the day.
Bad news: Michael Carter on IR.
Yep, he will miss 3 games. He is the lead back in that. It was a 3-headed committee with Coleman. What?
For a short amount of time.
Yeah,
you mean this? Yeah,
this week. Yes. This game. Yeah, Coleman, Johnson, and Walter. Randall Walter. I don't know. I can't remember his first name. Austin Walter.
Randy White Walter.
Austin Walter.
Okay.
Yeah, Michael Carter will be the lead back when he gets back. But otherwise,
Elijah Moore with the bulk of the targets really didn't do much with it, but you still like to see how many targets he got.
Yeah, this game, we don't need to talk much more about it.
I mean, if the Texans were going to win another one, it would have been this one.
Yep. Another crappy game.
What is that?
The Falcons Giants, and the Jaguars.
Eagles?
No,
Falcons, Jaguars.
Yeah. Cordero Patterson.
He's back.
He's back, baby. RB1. Electric. Where's this guy been all of our lives?
Russell Gage gets in some work too. Looks like the Falcons had all of their options after really didn't seem like they were going to have any prior to kickoff.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts, it's been so disappointing, but they're just, I mean, without Calvin Ridley, they're just bracketing him and they can't do anything about it. And he's a rookie tight end, so he doesn't know, like he's still learning on the fly. And now you're playing against bracket coverage as a rookie tight end. That's just tough. 2 for
Quan Treadwell out of nowhere. 8 targets.
Well, someone's got to get him.
Yeah. Looks like 42 pass attempts for Trevor Lawrence, which is pretty much standard. Just with the 1 interception, Laviska Shenault also has 9 targets on the day. James Robinson is still putting up decent numbers, but he can't get in the end zone, so he's basically useless.
Yeah, they just don't get close enough. He doesn't rip off the big runs. When they do get inside the red zone, they are going to give it to him. Dan Arnold goes down. Looks like sprained MCL. He's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. Might be the end of the season for him. Marvin Jones gets 7 targets. It's just very disappointing. I think a lot of people had a little higher hopes than what they're seeing from Jacksonville.
Daria Gumbawale actually got on the box score.
He did.
Yeah, 1 target for nothing. And that was it.
Yeah.
Speaking of box scores, Cam Newton.
One of the worst box scores you'll ever see.
5 for 21, 92 yards, 2 interceptions, 3 rushes for 5 yards and a touchdown. That accumulates to a 5.8 passer rating.
It's so bad. It's as I said, it's the lowest quarterback rating since Joey Harrington in 2004.
That is a good stat.
That's a good stat because we all know. I think Joey Harrington was he a part of the 0-16?
Yes.
0-17 team?
Wait, no, he wasn't.
No,
that was after Joey Harrington. Lowest QBR in Super Bowl history. No. Let's see if Google can find this.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could probably just look up Joey Harrington 2004.
Let's see which quarterback has the lowest QBR in the last. I don't know if this is a decent. I don't know.
That's
I
all
don't
right.
trust this.
I'm just pulling up Joey Harrington 2004. Let's see here. I can go into
Miami
his-
has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. They run the ball from end to end like no one's ever seen. And if you're talking Miami, you're talking Super Bowl.
What are you watching?
That's their fight song. I was just trying to fill some time. Tua looks good. Only 4 incompletions.
Yeah, just a little. I'm still trying to find that Joey Harrington thing. Just the
I
random.
can find it a little better than you, but
I'm on 2004 NFL stats. You want to do a little trivia real fast?
Sure.
2004 Super Bowl champion.
Like the full year,
The full
2004, 2005.
Yes.
Let's see. Because 2005, 2006 was the Steelers.
Yes.
It's the New England Patriots.
Correct. MVP. You have 2 choices pretty much.
Was it Jerry Rice?
No, it's Peyton Manning.
Okay. In 2004 already,
Yeah.
he was winning MVPs.
Yeah. It's only 5 years into his career. No, 7 years into his career.
Wow.
Rookie of the year. All these players are great players. Rookie of the year, still playing. 2004.
Still playing?
Yes. Not very well, I might add.
Roethlisberger.
Exactly. Defensive rookie of the year. This one's a little harder to get, but still a great player.
I couldn't tell you.
Jonathan Vilma.
Jonathan Vilma. Yeah. I was trying to rack my brain. I couldn't figure it out.
I'll just rattle. Defensive player of the year.
In 2004.
Yes.
Rodney Harrison.
Ed Reed. Same position. Good close. And then I'll just rattle these off. Passing leader of 4,717 yards. Dante Culpepper.
Vikings.
Yes. Rushing leader, Curtis Martin, 1,700 yards. Receiving leader, Muhsin Muhammad, 1,400 yards. But I digress. We can get back to Dolphins and Panthers.
I don't know. I really don't know where they got that stat because Joey Harrington's lowest passer rating in 2004 was 39.6.
QBR.
I think I know why they pulled this one up. In 2004, on December 12th, Joey Harrington and the Detroit Lions went into Lambeau, and Joey Harrington went 5 for 22 for 47 yards and still had a better passer rating than Cam Newton because he didn't have any interceptions.
Well, I think they said it's the worst since Joey Harrington.
I think there's been worse, but
Okay.
Completion percentage, I'm sure. Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Fewest amount of completions for a starting quarterback, I'm sure. Something like that.
Is Jalen Waddle worth the 2 first-round picks they paid for him?
Yeah.
Over Devontae Smith?
Yeah. I think he fits the scheme really well.
Okay. Good player. I mean, that's a lot of people were talking about was that they gave up they traded back and then they traded up again and gave up another first-round pick.
I like it.
He's good. Those Alabama receivers, man, can't beat them.
Patriots take out the Titans in a game where either team really could have won. I thought the spread was a little generous towards the Patriots. They did cover. It was 7 was the line, and I thought that was a little fishy. So I put my last sizable bet on the Titans, and obviously that did not pay off very well.
Yeah, Patriots 8-4, one of the hottest teams in the league.
I had someone at work say they could win the Super Bowl.
Why not the Patriots? Who's the best team in the AFC?
Skip through this part. Nobody knows. It's wide open.
Yeah, it's wide open. Tennessee Titans, Donta Foreman and Dontrell Hilliard each rack up over 100 yards on the ground. So good for them. Patriots, it's a Kendrick Bourne show. And yeah, good for you. Good play. It's a Kendrick Bourne show on the Patriots side and a Nick Folk show. And that's about it.
Nick Folk with a ginormous day, as he is bound to do from time to time.
I believe he's kicker one. He's been kicker one pretty much most of the year. If you go look at his stats, he is. They kick field goals at such a high rate.
Giants beat the Eagles. I don't think I heard anything about this game besides the Boston Scott touchdown. I was traveling on Sunday, but I did have Sirius on, so I was listening to the Sunday drive.
Yeah, here's the 4 scores from the game. Graham Gano, 35-yard field goal. Chris Myrack, 1-yard pass touchdown. Boston Scott, 1-yard rush touchdown. Graham Gano, 39-yard touchdown. End of the story. That's the
game over.
Yep. Gross.
Not a great fantasy day. Jalen Hurts still ends up to salvage his. Oh no, he didn't, because he had three picks.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Man, how much do the Eagles regret taking Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson? Oh, there's always one of those every year. You never know.
Jalen Hurts' passer rating was super low too.
Yeah,
17.5. So that's why I don't think Cam's has. I don't think it's been that long, but anyway.
Baltimore, Cleveland.
Yes. Last week on the show, I said I was going to bet against Baltimore to cover, and I was really close to pushing on this bet until Justin Tucker nailed a 49-yarder.
Did you bet on the Browns?
So I bet on the Browns plus 3.
Oh,
plus 3. Was it 4.5 earlier in the week?
I don't remember. I was just taking a guess.
Oh, that would have been nice if it was 4.5, but no, it was only 3.
This was a turnover fest.
Oh yeah.
They each couldn't just stop turning the ball over. Lamar had 4 picks. Baker had a couple picks, and then this awful fumble. Oh, he went to throw it back and it just fell out of his hand and it was disgusting. But the Ravens pull it out. They are the number 1 seed in the AFC.
Did Lamar Jackson throw away his MVP chances in the last couple outings?
No.
Okay.
Still the number 1 team in the AFC. Oh, yeah, but he's still – I mean, Tom Brady's had a bad game. I mean, I still think probably Tom Brady and Rodgers are the favorites right now. And coincidentally, I think Jonathan Taylor's high up there too. But a running back won't win.
No.
There's always one in the
Unless
conversation.
You're Derrick Henry.
But he didn't even win last year. So
no.
But I mean
49ers beat the Vikings in a game that not much was told about, but Dalvin Cook gets hurt.
Yep.
He's going to miss a couple weeks.
At least 2 weeks is what it says.
Deebo Samuel gets hurt. He's going to miss a couple weeks.
1 to 2 weeks. A little groin strain.
So Brandon Ayuk is now a top 12 play.
Yep.
Elijah Mitchell has a huge game.
Huge. Yeah.
Deebo Samuel with the 2 touchdowns
on the ground,
even though he was,
his target share has gone way down, but his touches are still about at 10 per game, but he's getting more rush attempts now.
Weird. He's killing it though. He had another ginormous run, but now he's injured. I guess that's what happens when you put a wide receiver in the backfield.
Yeah, but fluky.
Brian Kelly is now the LSU head football coach.
Oh, Adam Thielen catches 2 tutties. Justin Jefferson,
Good for him.
quiet day, but Tyler Conklin looks like torn patellar tendon. That's a bummer.
Had he been taking over as the tight end for them?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, we talk about him every week.
Yeah, Tyler Conklin. Yeah, big injuries in this game. That's a bummer. Dalvin Cook and Debo Samuel, a couple top players at their position. But hopefully everyone can get them back heading to the playoffs. But Dalvin Cook's team, he may squeak into the playoffs. We'll see. We'll get to that soon. But I don't know if they will.
And the Monday night game is at halftime. Quick look into that. Russell Wilson is having a very efficient game. Tyler Lockett has 3 catches for 96 yards.
Yikes.
Gerald Everett with the touchdown, and looks like Washington is force feeding the ball to Gibson, who looks very useless in the running game.
DK Metcalf, 0 catches.
Yes.
Gross. There goes my playoff chances in another league.
All right. Well, I guess this is a natural time for a break.
Let's do
it. And we're back. We're starting in a place that most brothers never hope to see themselves in. We're mourning the loss of Zachary's positions in the playoffs.
No, those are still there. Those are still there, nice and fine. Don't cut me out on that.
Position, I said.
I'm still sitting in the 6th hole. That's all right.
You think?
Yeah. Based on the standings. From my math, I'll still be in the 6th hole. I've been in the 6th hole for the last freaking 5 weeks because I've dug myself a hole at the beginning. So
fair enough.
But yeah, I knew it was downhill the moment DeAndre Swift went down in the first quarter. And then Daniel Carlson had 20 points. And then Josh Allen and Diggs had 20 points. So essentially a 60-point deficit going into Thursday. I tried to play extremely high upside. But still safe. I did not want to try the OBJ route this week. Thought I'd play matchups and go with a stack instead. Come to find out, it didn't really matter. I added up my projected, my optimal lineup this week. I would have scored 102 points. So I'm not mad at what happened. I just had a lousy week. Luke he was getting close to that point total for the year to Heath. But Kittle did not do what he wanted. But Luke comes in with 6 guys that have 20 points. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, that's how you win.
Including a 44-point player. That goes to a massive defeat in the Dale Brennan Bowl this year. Second time I've lost to him this year. He's got a 2-0 sweep on me. With a final score of 190.
That's insane.
64.3.
Did you have Matt crunch some numbers on this to see just how big of a blowout this was compared to history?
Yeah, so I keep track of the Hall of Records right now. I go in every week, update bowl games, any records. In this game, 2 records for this season. The Goodell Boys Club now owns the lowest score of the year after being previously the 11 weeks the highest scoring team. I will no longer have that title of the highest scoring team. That will belong to Dalton, I'm sure. Or Luke. Depends on the final numbers this week. But I believe it'll be Dalton. But I was a mere 2.14 points from the all-time lowest score. That's how bad this.
Oh, no.
So bad. The all-time lowest 2 flex PPR is 62.06. Not including dark horses 47.4. That's an asterisk 47.4. And then it goes into the largest blowout of the season. Let me find that. Largest blowout earlier this year. The largest blowout I believe was 80 points. Luke successfully overtakes that with a 125.7 point win. That might be more than other teams scored this week, 125 points.
Yes.
So needless to say, that is one of the biggest ass kickings I've ever had. I believe that's the second highest blowout ever. 138.3 is the largest blowout ever. And that was when Sackett has the overall scoring title at 220.
What did you say it was?
Say what was
130, the biggest blowout.
138.38.
Wow.
220.62 to 80.24. That's Sackett over Matthew.
Jeez.
That's and 220.62 is the largest point total ever in the Gym City Gridiron. Nothing to say there when Deontay John. There's no touchdowns on my board. Lamar Jackson had one pass touchdown. That's the only touchdown on my sheet. DeAndre Swift, 3 catches, 9 yards.
Cowboys had a return touchdown.
Oh, yeah, they still scored -1, but I was able to snag 6 points from that. I had a missed 50-yard field goal. I had Dallas Goedert 1 catch for 0 yards. Devontae Smith 2 for 22. Najee 6.7 points. Kicker 1 point. Rashad Bateman 7. David Johnson 7.5. On my bench outscored my entire starting lineup. But some of those guys I picked up last minute. Obviously, Madison as a cuff. Breda I picked up on a whim. Justin Van Jefferson and Beckham, I wanted to see it one more week, see how it'd shake out after the bye week. But yeah, that's that. I'm still going to be at 6-6. I should be in the 6 hole still. Drew will also be 6-6, but I do own the tiebreaker with him. So that's where I should stay in the 6 hole, which still means Luke is still in the 3 hole, which means Luke and I would match up a third time, and he does not want to play me a third time.
Oh, because Cody has the tiebreaker.
Cody and him are tied, and Cody owns the tiebreaker, but they do play week 14.
Wow. For all the marbles.
For all the marbles, for the 1 seed, most likely.
Moving on.
Let's let Luke have his glory. And take one from the commish.
We will look at Cody taking out Patrick.
Again, Cody keeps winning these close games. It's like resilience.
Very, very close.
Very close games.
Let's see. What was the difference? Was it Justin Tucker? Yes, it was.
It was Justin Tucker. Patrick did not play Elijah Mitchell either. That was the big difference. Played Miles Sanders.
Oh, and Christian McCaffrey.
And Christian McCaffrey got hurt.
4 running backs.
He was going to play 4 running backs regardless. But just chose the wrong Miles Sanders, Elijah Mitchell swap. That was it.
It happens.
Second, okay week overall. 105, still not very good. But he's still playing both the Patriots backfields as he has no other options at this point, with bye weeks and whatnot. Jalen Hurts, like we said, 3 interceptions. That doesn't help. Justin Tucker, he did win it on Monday night. He did have a 50-yard, a 50-yard field goal. Even if that would have been a 40, he still would have won. Just a lot of field goals in that game, which was able to pull that game out. So that'll move Patrick still in the 4-5-ish area. He's going to be 8-4. That pretty much locks him into the 4-5 matchup, I believe. Because Cody and Luke
will have crazy with how many wins that is.
Yeah. Just because the other division leader, which is you. So
is there only 1 week left?
2 more weeks. In the 13, past, 14? It was in the past, week 13 was it. But now with the extended week, week 14.
All right. Lean wins a random one in a must win for Cole.
Lean's hot.
Get the job done.
Lean's hot.
Joe Mixon, Dak Prescott. What else do you need?
Dalton Schultz, Brandon Ayuk. I mean,
Yep.
Dude's on fire. He's not going to be in the playoffs right now, but he's going to move up to the 9 spot.
It's still possible.
It's still very possible. Cole looks like he'll still be in the 8 spot, based on projections. Yeah, tough one for Cole. One that he absolutely needed. Yeah, didn't get much. I mean, he played the Broncos.
He didn't have anything on his bench.
No, he did the best
Russell,
he could.
But or Carson Wentz, excuse me,
and
the Broncos defense.
I mean, Broncos only scored 6 more points and wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, and who's scoring the Broncos? Who's playing the Broncos defense against the Chargers?
Yeah, so tough loss. He's still controlling his own destiny, so he's still got an inside shot at the playoffs. And he's going to be getting Amari Cooper and Hopkins back. So, yeah, gotta wait and see how that turns out.
Speaking of rough losses, Stuart Brinkman in a must-win situation loses to Drew. Drew moves to 6-6. He still has more points to accumulate towards tiebreakers and such. But despite the 0 healthy scratch from Zach Moss, which obviously is not being penalized on because I believe that was just a declared before the game situation.
That was declared 90 minutes before the game. It's Thanksgiving. It happens. But and then that's fine. That's a healthy scratch. We can't penalize him for that. He had been active every week for the most part. Brinkman just can't get healthy. He has Alvin Kamara, and then he has Ingram, and then he gets hurt, and he's had some of the roughest luck of the season, to say the least. But that's going to drop him outside the playoffs still. That's going to put him in the 10 hole, I believe. Lean will jump him.
Wow.
But then that puts Drew in the 7 hole. Cole in the 8 hole. That's a bummer. I'm glad for Drew after the debacle from last year. He's been staying around that 500 mark, which is good for him as he navigates the Gem City Gridiron in his second year, trying to figure things out.
Blaster could not cement me the number 2 seed guaranteed. He falls for another record.
0-12. 0-12 is it
new record.
Will he get one? Week 13, week 14. Will he get a win? It'll be he's guaranteed tied for the worst loss ever of 2 wins. 2 wins is the lowest ever. No one's won with just 1 game.
Let's see.
Even Dark Horse.
He gets Brinkman.
That's close.
And Dark Horse.
So the 2 teams
that Brinkman brothers.
So the 2 teams that are outside the playoffs with him, he's got a shot. Let's go, new dad. You gotta.
He's got to get a win.
He's probably not going to get 2 wins. He's probably going to have the worst.
That'd be
loss.
wild.
Yeah, but I believe this will guarantee Blaster the last place regular season title.
Oh, absolutely.
After Lean won, and if Dark Horse wins, that will solidify the number 12 spot for Blaster.
Now it is a 2-week total.
It is a 2-week
final.
Yep, we will get to that.
Terry McLaurin.
So that's a bummer for him. Heath gets a bounce back win. Jonathan Taylor, something nice. Hunter Renfrow, great. His team is, I think he's got one of the better teams in the league. Even though his record might not show it, he's going to be 7-5. I think he's got the players that can explode, that can compete, that can have explosion weeks.
I don't know if he's going to have AJ Brown back for the playoffs or not.
That's Antonio Brown.
Be a huge.
That is Antonio Brown.
Antonio will be back.
He will be back. That's even more dangerous.
Yes.
So that's a tough one. And the final matchup, as I feel
which is still ongoing.
I feel like we talk about this every week. Dalton, you're in it on Monday night. Every week. and you've been able to pull out the majority of them. And early projections have you just falling short by about a point
2
and a
points.
half.
Yeah,
A point and a half. Right now to
it's
dark
like
horse.
1.7.
So at this point, it's 124.3 to 116.42. You need McLaurin and Gibson to outscore Tyler Lockett by about 8 points the rest of the game. Very doable. So
they keep feeding the ball to Gibson. McLaurin just had a 3-yard or a 20-yard catch. And Redskins, I mean, the football team,
right,
they're moving the ball.
Yeah.
And the Seahawks, which is not a swear word, are not.
Yeah. If you get this one, you move to 9-4. Still behind Luke and Sackett by a game. Still in the lead.
It'd be 9-3 if I win this one.
You'd be 9-3.
I think that would guarantee me the number 1 spot, or do I not have the tiebreaker over Heath?
You may or may not. I think you play Heath one more time. I think you play Heath next week.
No, maybe. I play Heath week 14.
So that'll probably determine the number 1 seed. Or if you win next week, you should wrap it up, and that would guarantee you a top 2 seed.
Heath beat me by 40.
Yes, that's
week 5.
The 203-point week.
I do play him next week, so the division will be decided next week.
That will be decided then. So for my standings, from what I have, Sackett will be the 1 seed. Dalton will be the 2. Luke is the 3. Patrick the 4. Heath the 5. Myself, Zach the 6. Drew the 7. Cole the 8th. And then
wait, who's 7?
Drew.
So I think 8 is the only thing up for contention right now.
Yes, but if Lean is Lean will be 2 games out.
It's still possible.
It's possible.
I believe the 8
2
seed
games
is the
out.
only one that. Well, no, because
Drew and I will be 6-6. People will be 2 games out with 2 games to go. They'll have to have some extra work, but
right. Cole is the one who is in danger zone right now.
Cole has the inside track, but we'll find out. His matchup next week is not pretty. Not pretty at all.
Your brother.
He gets monsters and freight trains. You got a freaking freight train rolling in front of him.
Antonio Gibson with another first down.
You're marching
away.
You're churning.
We're churning away.
All right. Well, let's churn on. That sounds like a good title for the episode. Churn on.
Churn it. Yeah. The Amish churn.
So let's churn on over to week 13. And the matchup.
Speaking of which, had I not, my last minute switches have been working out really well for me until this week. Putting Elijah Moore in instead of Michael Gallup.
I was thoroughly surprised with that move. Thoroughly.
I know. Hot hand. I had to just keep riding it.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's a bad matchup with a bad quarterback. No,
yeah,
it's a good matchup.
Like, I would rather tie myself to Dak Prescott than Zach Wilson. That's where I would have leaned.
Another point for Antonio Gibson.
It's going to come close. I think you're going to squeak it out.
I'm less than 5 points away from winning.
Well, you need your tandem to outscore him, but Tyler Lockett can break it.
That's
just
true.
Like that.
Play action to Gibson. Get that ball to McLaurin. Throws away.
I am not even watching the game.
Okay. Previewing week 13.
Week 13.
It is interdivisional play for a second week. Currently, I am projected to lose by a lot.
Where are you at?
I believe it's the last week of buys.
No, week 14. Week 14 has bye weeks as well. It goes all the way to the end, man. It has been tough.
I'm going to need
can you hear this?
defense. Not a lot.
No, just the air pop.
Yeah. I'm going to need a defense. I'll be forced to play Myles Gaskin,
And
which is
it's
not
every
the
other
end of the
week.
world.
Every other week, but he went off last
And
week.
he did go off this week. Touchdown, JD McKissick. That's JD McKissick's second touchdown that he's vultured from Antonio Gibson.
That's rough.
He'll be short his defense and Aaron Jones.
Because you'll be 9-3, he'll be 7-5.
Right,
You'll
I'll
have a
be playing
2-game
Heath.
lead. Yeah, if you win, you lock it up. If he wins, he's got the inside track.
Yes, but it's still not over.
It's still not over. He would have to win, and you would still have a game lead.
I will also be without Deebo Samuel, all but guaranteed.
Yep.
So I will be plugging in Michael Gallup and Myles Gaskin into my lineup.
And you're getting
Travis Kelce
you're
back.
getting Travis Kelce back. That helps quite a bit.
Looks like we got a 2-point conversion. If the football team has not had a successful 2-point conversion in the last 12 tries, and Antonio Gibson gets it.
There you go.
So there we go.
That makes up.
There we go.
3
more to go. 3 more points to go.
So Dalton, you can wrap up the division next week. And lock up.
If I win tonight,
you can lock up.
I control my own destiny.
Yep. You need to win one of the next 2 to lock up.
I don't lock up if I win tonight, but I do control my own destiny.
Yes, you'd only need to win one of the next 2.
Yes.
So you need one to win.
I have to go 2-1. I have to go 2-1 over the next 3 weeks.
Yep. So yeah, you're looking pretty good. That would wrap up a top 1 or 2 seed for you.
I think that's a pretty good matchup with me and Heath in week 13.
Yeah, we got some good close ones too. Can Lean keep it going versus the two-time champ?
That one's going to come down to the wire.
It's going to be great.
How many Sunday night?
Sackett is missing.
They got
Sackett's missing. Devontae Adams, biggest thing for him. He's going to get some running backs back. But Lean is just going to leave that same lineup in that he's been rocking with the last few weeks.
Well, he's going to need a different running back, which is going to be Sony Michel.
Which is just absolutely gross. Just pick a different running back, dude. Pick it.
Well, no, because Darrell Henderson's hurt.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
Says who?
Let me look at this.
He played pretty much all the
snaps. Let me look at it. I will fact check myself, but I'm pretty sure I saw Darrell Henderson was injured.
Either way.
Darrell Henderson suffered a quad strain in week 12 loss to the Packers. Henderson will be monitored this week ahead of the week 13 date with lowly Jaguars. If Henderson would need to sit out next game, Sony Michel would be a candidate for 20 touches with the Rams at favorites at home.
Wow.
So
that would be
potential.
Huge. That would be huge for
Lean
against Sackett and the 2-time champ. Wow.
It is going to come down to the New England running backs on Monday night.
And he won't play both next week. He's going to get James Conner and Edwards-Helaire back.
So he won't need to.
He will probably play one, if not neither of them.
I think it'll come down to Monday night with the Patriots running backs.
He's got Patriots defense as well. So that'll be a close one. Which is weird to say.
Do you start him against Buffalo? I guess Buffalo's been bad lately.
Yeah, I mean, how often do we say, well, Lean's going to be 4-8, but man, he can take down the 10-2 team. Like,
because Sackett's just been scraping by.
Yeah, he's been winning like games by like 5 to 10 points. But that's what it takes. So he's on a 6-game win streak. So let's see here. I do want to name a new bowl game. And I'm going to go back.
Did you get a message or?
Nope. It's just from the last couple of years. And I think this would be a great one. But if anyone is listening and they want to rename it or anything, I want to name it Who Can Eat the Hotter Wings Bowl. That would be Drew and Garrett. The Hot Wing Bowl. Because they like to just eat as many hot wings as they can while they're drafting, and it's a disaster.
The Fire Chicken Bowl.
The Fire Chicken Bowl. I like it. Fire Chicken Bowl. So next week we have the Fire Chicken Bowl
We do.
with Drew and Garrett.
Drew is projected to lose by a lot. He does have some pieces he needs to fill in.
He'll get Patrick Mahomes
They have
back.
Taylor Heineke projected it with for 1 point.
Well, it's because they don't project out very far. So they still have Ryan Fitzpatrick as projected,
and he'll
points.
be have Mahomes back. So
he'll drop him anyway.
These projections don't matter.
Drew might have the nastiest tight end group in the league: Dawson Knox and Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah.
So he might be rocking out. He played both last week. Did him well. But that's going to be a good one. Drew can pretty much lock up a spot, most likely, with a win for the playoffs. Because that would give him.
I couldn't
wins.
beat the Hot Wing Boys, so
not yet. And then we got a couple bowl games coming next week. Then we have Bastards, who's trying to get his first win, and against Brinkman. Brinkman is without Aaron Rodgers. He should be getting back Alvin Kamara.
Everyone on his bench is questionable or on IR.
Yep. Javonte Williams should be back, or not Javonte Williams. That's Jamal Williams. If DeAndre Swift does not play, that'll be good for him. Blaster, I want him to get a win so bad. I mean, it would be insane though to go 0-14. It would be
then
wild.
Get a playoff win.
And then get a playoff win and not sign a seat. That would be also great. So Blaster has the inside track to that matchup right now based on just looking at rosters and players available. So maybe next week is the week that Blaster can turn it into 1-12.
Based on what I'm seeing here, Lean might be tied for the 8 seed after next week.
After if Lean can pull off the win,
because Cole's got to go up against your brother, who is just a juggernaut right now.
Yeah, Luke's and the thing and Cole's not going to have Chubb and Dylan next week. And the scary thing is, Luke just automatically filled his last flex spot. Christian McCaffrey out the remainder of the season. Chuba Hubbard on Luke Stewart's
plug and play
bench.
He is in a bye week next week, but McCaffrey's
playoffs out the rest of the year. They put him back on
playoff
IR. Playoff Chuba. So
he's got a chubby in the playoffs.
Luke's team is dangerous right now.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it is disgusting. But Luke has a massive lopsided projection win right now. We'll leave that where it's at.
Did you already talk about your matchup?
I have not.
I think this is a very winnable game for you, looking at how things are lining up.
Yeah, and I had talked to Patrick when he was up here a few weeks ago. He knew this week was going to be tough for him anyway, regardless if McCaffrey was hurt or not. McCaffrey on a bye, DJ Moore on a bye, and AJ Brown on a bye. But granted, McCaffrey and AJ Brown on IR. He just lost.
And Kareem Hunt on a bye.
And Kareem Hunt. He's got some banged up running backs. Darrell Henderson, I just found out, is banged up. Miles Sanders had rolled up on his ankle again. But man, I got to go up against CPAT and Elijah Mitchell. So who would have thought?
There's 40. There's 40.
There's 40 right there. I get back Tyreek Hill. I am going to acquire Alexander Madison at this point now, so I can plug and play him for a running back one.
You pick him up
week
in the
2.
morning.
Week 2.
Oh, you've had him the whole time.
I've had him since someone dropped him after week 1. I've had him on my bench ever since. I've played him the 2 weeks Dalvin Cook was out, and this is the time. This is why you hold some of these elite cuffs.
I'm just so used to you picking up someone on Sunday morning and then them going off.
I picked up Matt Breida Thursday morning. But that was about it. But Madison has been sitting on my bench for this moment, for whenever Dalvin Cook gets hurt. I'm not banking on it, but it's just an empty bench spot.
It's inevitable.
Yeah. So, I mean, you might get 1 or 2 matchups out of it, and I'd rather the matchups be later. I'm going to get Tyreek Hill back. If I don't have Swift this week, I have a couple other options on the bench, but it is a very winnable week for me to get up to that 7-win number, which would guarantee myself into a playoff spot. Patrick still would be in that 4-5 matchup because he's got a 2-game lead on me regardless. So, yeah.
All right.
It's getting close.
This brings us to our bets, I believe.
Yeah. A recap of our bets last week. It was a Thanksgiving Day DraftKings head-to-head with just the 3 Thursday games. Let me pull up that photo. I did beat you again. It was a lot closer this time. We did lock in on 3 of the same players, I believe. We each had Ezekiel Elliott. We each had Hunter Renfrow. And we each had Darren Waller. Darren Waller was a wash because he did get a little banged up. Hunter Renfrow was great. And Zeke was fine. Quarterback matchup, I went with Josh Allen. You went with Dak Prescott. Do you remember how much cash you had extra or not?
What do you mean?
Like how much leftover salary, or did
0.
you use 0? I think I had like
I found a matchup to play all of it.
Yeah, I think I had like 100 left.
I really need to stop playing all of it because there's players I like that don't fill out the maximum, and a lot of times they're better anyway.
So I had Josh Allen. You had Dak Prescott. Pretty much even there. We both had Zeke. I had David Montgomery. You took Mark Ingram. Granted, you've been working all day, and he was actually your turkey gobbler guy you had picked. He actually did not play, which was a bummer for you. We both played Hunter Renfrow. We each took a Dallas Cowboys wide receiver. You took Michael Gallup. I played Cedric Wilson. That was the difference. That saved me some money there. And with that money saver, I played Darnell Mooney, which might have been the difference right there. Darnell Mooney
Big Mooney booty.
Big Mooney booty. And you took Gabe Davis. Again, we both had Darren Waller. I saved a lot of cash. I went with Tony Jones Jr. and you went with Marquez Callaway. And then we had a push basically on defense, Bears and Lions. Each had 4. We both went the cheap route on that. But I took the, all the winnings of $2.40 with a 133.5 to 108.8 win. Like I said, the difference was the Mooney Davis, I believe. And obviously you missed Ingram, which was something you couldn't really figure out at work. But
you want to hear something?
Yeah.
While you were talking about how you beat me and took 3 more points against me.
Yes.
I took the lead.
Adam, boy, did you? Terry McLaurin?
By 0.02.
All right. I think you got it locked in.
I don't know.
You got it locked in at this point, man. You got 2 guys to 1. I mean, the thing is, Tyler Lockett can break it. He can break one. There's 20 minutes left in the game. He can break one.
The Seahawks offense looks awful right now. So I do have that in my favor.
But you are in the projection lead now. So that's good for you. But that was the head-to-head competition. It was a 3-0 sweep for myself. Again. And now the run. Yeah, again. The running score, that was Zach 19, Dalton 14. We
are going to do what I like more than you do, even though you beat me the last time.
We've been doing spreads for 2 of the last 3 weeks.
So we went DraftKings, spread, DraftKings. Now we're going to do spread again.
No, the DraftKings last one was week 7. So it went DraftKings, like running back touches.
Oh, yeah.
Running back touches, spread / receiver touches, and a defensive bet. And then it went spread, DraftKings. So we're back to, so in the last 4 weeks now, it'll be spread, DraftKings, spread.
Yep.
Because we have not been as prepared as we were in the past. Doing them on Monday night getting bets done by Monday night is very hard.
It is. Because I had research time today, but I didn't use it for research.
Yeah. All right,
So,
lay it on me. You gotta catch up. So
I'm going to put one in the 11 o'clock window, one in the 2 o'clock window, and one for the Sunday night game.
okay.
This one is really cool. We're going to go you pick, me pick, you pick. For the 11 o'clock window, I really like this game. I hope I have it on my television. Chargers, Bengals. Chargers are +3.
Chargers at home.
It is. No, it's in Cincinnati.
So the Chargers are a 3-point home favorite or a 3-point road favorite.
3-point road dog.
Wow. Give me the Bengals.
Wow. I did not expect that.
Give me the Bengals. Three-point home dog. Yeah, right. That's whack.
The Bengals are a 3-point home favorite.
Wait,
you weren't listening to me.
No, I asked. You said the Chargers were a 3-point favorite.
No. I said it is in Cincinnati. Chargers are a 3-point dog on the road.
No, you said it the other way around. Well, I know, but that's the only reason I thought I was getting the point from Cincinnati.
No.
Oh.
Chargers +3, Bengals -3.
I'm gonna go back and listen to this, but I'm pretty sure you'd said Chargers were a 3-point favorite.
No, 3-point dog.
Well, I already took the Bengals, but I'm gonna be. If it turns out you flipped it, it's just gonna be a pick 'em. How about that? I know, but you said it wrong. I guarantee it.
You better go back and listen. I'm pretty sure I said it right.
If you said it wrong, it'll just be a pick 'em. There will be no spread.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm willing to make that gamble. So you're taking the Bengals -3.
Yeah, not happy about that.
All right, give me the Chargers +3. Oh, it's +100 odds right now.
That's the only reason.
$1.38 on the Chargers. Big spender.
Okay.
Moving on to the 2 o'clock window. We have oh my gosh, I feel like these games are a lot easier to pick this week for some reason. But this one's not. I don't really care about this game, but it's really hard to pick. So we'll do that one.
Don't be surprised if I pick the same side this time then.
So it is Raiders at home against the football team, -2.5. So the Raiders are a 2.5-point favorite.
Yes, I got that.
Against the football team. I'm going to take the Raiders.
I figured you would.
And a $1.24 bet.
Two and a half. Okay, fine. I'll take the Washington.
Okay. And finally, the Sunday night game. With recent performances, this is a weird one. We have the Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Broncos on Sunday night. The Chiefs are a 10-point favorite. Yeah, good luck.
Give me the goddamn Chiefs.
You want the Chiefs plus or -10?
Hell yeah, I do.
All right, give me the Broncos.
That game should not be on Sunday Night Football.
I don't know why it won't let me parlay 2 spreads.
You should be able to.
Do I not have enough money? I should.
Terry McLaurin caught another pass.
He did. I'm now up by a point, less than a point.
Yeah. You're working it, that's for sure. Man, DK Metcalf hasn't caught a fucking ball. God damn it. There goes my playoff chances. Fuck.
Well, let me parlay this. No, it won't let me parlay that. What about that? Nope.
Oh man, it's been.
So where are we at?
I took the Chiefs. I'm laying the 10
Okay. I will take the Broncos with the 10.
with the 10. That's fine.
So I in this new version of myself in betting, I'm just making microscopic bets instead of large ones
Yes.
from now on. You want to hear what my bets are?
You're probably it's basically a double up. Like you've bet a $1.50 to win 3.
No, I'm just taking. There's a lot of minus odds in here, but I've got $9 left in my account.
You said you had 40.
I did have 40. It's all out there in the ether on it's odds.
Oh.
Got
I thought you were gonna make just one bet a day. But you just made 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I changed it up. I have.
Oh man.
I have a 2-pick parlay for English soccer. I have a draw pick for English soccer tomorrow. I have Crystal Palace for English soccer tomorrow. I have the Salt Lake soccer team to win tomorrow. No, Saturday, sorry. I have another soccer game. I put big money, $10 up -4 on the Cowboys. Cowboys -4, $10. And then I've got Chargers, Raiders, 49ers, Ravens. Bets on all those spreads.
Okay.
I feel like this week is easier than others, but that's probably why I'm going to lose.
Yeah, after the Thanksgiving Day games, I was like, whatever. I'm toast.
Who knows?
Oh, this one, just looking at it, like if you go look at the chart, it is just it is so bad. 190. Oh my gosh. Oh,
My Bengals AFC North champion is still alive.
no. Yeah. Didn't we bet that a long time ago?
I bet that at the beginning of the season.
Hmm.
Before the season started.
Yeah, they're looking good at it. Gotta beat the Ravens though.
Let's see. As we close out this podcast, I am still ahead by 9.8 points. No, that doesn't make any sense. 0.98 points.
0.98. Yeah. It's gonna be close, but I feel like you've won. I think you and Sackett have won the most like Monday night games.
Yeah.
By far. Any team that you think like who do you think the top 3 teams are?
In terms of rosters?
In terms of rosters, yeah. I mean, or just 2 teams. I think it's a 3-horse race right now. Well, I think there's 5 teams that can win it.
I don't think Pat's team is as good as his record.
Yeah, that he's not one of the 5. Sorry, Patrick. I think the best 3 rosters, not in any particular order.
I think it's me, your brother, and Heath.
Correct. And then I would throw in Sackett and myself.
Yeah.
As of like records and points and the way our rosters are constructed, that have the outside chance to do it, which is so crazy to think like Sackett's the number 1 seed. But I think you, Heath, and Luke have the best rosters in the league. And the most explosive rosters.
I don't. Well, I mean, with Tyreek Hill, and if Odell Beckham's the truth, then your team really matters. But
Yeah, I think I still have a shot. I'm not saying I'm out of it by any means. I mean, I think I have. I'm just like where I'm at in the playoffs. I'm gonna have to take down the 2 seed or the 3 seed,
is
and
going to be me.
and most likely I'm gonna have to play the 3 seed first, which will most likely be Sackett or Luke. Because if you're gonna wrap up the 2 seed, I'm gonna get one of those 2.
Could also be Pat.
I don't know if Pat can be the 3. It would be.
You're right.
But then I'm going to have to potentially play you. Like if I had to play Luke and then you, that would be an ultimate stretch. Like I just got my ass kicked by you 2 the last 2 weeks. So like, yeah, could my team go off? Yeah. But I'm putting myself probably on the outside looking in, like on the roster side of it.
Pat, prove us wrong.
Yeah, Pat, do it. Like join the 2-time club. Join it. Make everyone else mad. Make it just be me, you, and Sackett, all the 2-time champs. Everyone can be jealous at us and go from there. We would thoroughly enjoy another 2-time champ.
I would not.
You would not.
I'm just looking for that win.
Luke's been pretty mum this year. It's one of the he's been one of the quietest of them all this year, which is what he's, I think, purposeful. But if he wins, though, guys, if he wins, our life will be miserable for a year.
I'm currently projected to win by 6.
Yeah, I think you got it.
And we're in the 4th quarter.
The only way you lose is if Tyler Lockett breaks off a big one.
Yes. And I did say today that if Tyler Lockett scored a touchdown, I was toast, and he has not. So he does have almost 100 yards receiving.
He does.
And I still might suck it out. With that, we have kind of rambled towards the end of this, which is fine because that's why you tune in. Taylor Heineke got hurt in practice and has a ginormous lump on his forehead. Fun fact. He's got it covered with a bandage. Logan Thomas looks good in his return, by the way.
Good.
He's making this offense look very different. Now they have all 3 levels of attack. They got the burners up top. They got McLaurin and Thomas in the middle, and they got Gibson and McKissick in the bottom. Gibson just caught another pass.
Yep, that puts you up 2.5.
I'm going to turn on this game until for about the next half hour, and we'll see if we can get to.
You're not going to
natural
bed?
ending.
Not going to bed this time?
No, I will be.
You said turn it on though.
Yeah, I mean, I've got it on right now, but I have to go to bed in 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. So. All right. With that,
we will catch you guys next week.
Yes.
2 weeks left of the regular season.
And we will go over all those tiebreakers next week and a recap for the Toilet Bowl.
Another catch for Antonio Gibson. And we'll leave it there.
Have a good night.
I think he has 9 catches.
All right. We'll see everyone in week 13.